Okay, we are back and we have our plane, flat plane right now. It's contours. All of the line work has been converted into planes that can be pushed and pulled. But before I start pushing and pulling, I always copy this and so I'll go to, you can either use Command C. Um, I always paste this in place, edit, paste in place. And then move this onto a new layer. And I'll just call this contour flat. And I will put this on the contour flat layer. I'm going to turn that off. I like to have the peace of mind that if I screw something up, that I don't have to start all over from scratch. You know, live dangerously if you want to, but that's not me. I gotta have it so that it's safe. Just, I've done this too many times. And actually, before I start pushing and pulling, I'm going to select all of this, and then I want the center of my park at the center of the model. Just I think it makes it easier. It makes it, because that's what you're orbiting around, and if you're like way out here, it's just going to make it harder. So now I've got all of the layers. I'm going to change this. I'm going to call this extruded. And I know it's 2 feet. I'll leave that 2 feet. So extruded. So now I know I've got my contours flat, my contours extruded. So I'm ready to push and pull. I'm going to open up. We've got this in a group, right? So I can't push and pull when it's in the group. So I'm going to unlock the group by double clicking. I'm going to use my push pull tool, this one. And my water is basically contour 0. If you were doing like a real coastal project, you'd have contours underneath the water too. But for our purposes, we're dealing with just the land right now. So I am going to just pull. I clicked it once and I'm going to hit 2 feet. And then I'm going to pull up a few of these. This is just it just makes it easy if I'm pulling them up a little bit at a time. So I've just pulled everybody up like 2 feet. And then this next one, this is the one that goes around the dock. So I'm going to pull those two up. So this and this is the same elevation. So it'll look less weird when we add the dock geometry in there. And then I'll pull up the next contour on this one. And then this, again, I'm going to do 2 feet here and 2 feet. So I'm just and then double click. If you double click, it will let it go up that same 2 feet. And you can just double click it a couple times, or if you prefer, so for this, if you want it to just come up and meet the next one, I'm clicking and holding and then dragging across. So that'll start to let you very quickly pull the rest of the contours up. The only problem with that, if I double click now it's like 10 feet. So Command Z, and then 1 click and 2, and then the foots. And you can see the number change down here when I do that. And so I usually go back and forth a little bit, double clicking and using my number, or like pushing and pulling. And this is, as you're doing this, this is a big site, but you can start to see the landform a lot better pretty quickly. And this part of the neighborhood, so the topography, I didn't export this with the elevations on it, but I know from looking at the map when I first exported this is that the topography runs downhill over here. So I'm just going to pull all of this up, and then um, we'll get this topography model finished. And you can see it's taking me just a tiny little bit of time to do this. Really pretty easy. And then I think it goes up slightly here. This is actually like, if this if I was looking at this map, this contour kind of runs this way, but I had to cut it off. So this is like a fragment. But yeah, we're almost done. And just like that, you have a really professional contour model that you can plug your park parcel into. And I will show you how to do that in just a second when we come back.